gorgeous? Does that funk have you feeling stuck? Have you questioning your purpose, or even yet having you asking if your best years are behind you? Girl, you have zero obligation to stay in that funk. This podcast is for women who want to get the funk out of here, who want to play bigger, ask for more, and step out of mediocrity. Imagine a life filled with lots of energy, excitement, and filled with spunk instead of that funk. This is the Unfunk Your Mind podcast. I'm your host, Crystal. Let's go! Hey, girlfriends. Welcome back to a new episode. If you live in the States, I hope you had a wonderful holiday. Businesses were closed here on Thanksgiving, so we did a lot of simple stuff. We cooked a very simple meal, and by simple, I mean chicken sandwiches and apple pie. The chicken sandwiches were yuck because I bought this Parmesan crusted chicken, and it had this funny flavor, but the apple pie sure was a hit. Then we just watched a few movies, we FaceTime grandparents. It was a real simple day. The next day, though, I took my preteen out shopping for some new clothes because she is growing so fast. The clothes I bought at the beginning of the school year are no longer fitting her. So we popped into the store and she found a few outfits she wanted to try on. She went into the fitting room and I sat on the couch waiting for her to come out and show me these outfits as she tried them on. Now, usually I go in with her and put the clothes back on the hanger when she's done trying them on. But she wanted to do reveals this time, where she walks out and models the outfit for me. I was fine with that, so I sat on the couch outside the fitting room. Out she comes wearing the first outfit. It was a yes for both of us. Now this is a win, because both of us agreed, so the day was starting out great. Then she goes back into the fitting room, and I can't even tell you how long it took for her to change into the new outfit. I'm sure I could have walked across the street to get a coffee and come back at the same time she was walking out of the dressing room to reveal her second outfit. I am not kidding. Okay, so she walks out with the second outfit. It was a no. Neither one of us liked it. And this is a great thing because we're actually agreeing on her wardrobe. But back she goes into the dressing room. Again, she's taking forever. Then it hit me. Oh, she's hanging her clothes in between the outfit changes. This goes on until she is done trying on all the things. Then I ask her to give me the things we said yes to so that I could go pay for them. She looked at me and said, "Mom, I need your help." Help with what? Well, I need you to help me hang clothes. Oh, ladies, I opened the fitting room door and did everything I could to maintain self-control. Clothes were everywhere. She didn't hang any of those clothes, nor did she fold the folded ones. I looked at this dressing room in disbelief. How was this my child? I might have yelled at her a little too. Then as we walked out of the dressing room, I saw the eye roll, heard the whisper under her breath. Her actions told me everything she was thinking. I let her know very sternly that it was time to check her attitude. It's funny to tell this story, but in the moment, I was not laughing. We've all had those moments like my daughter, right? Moments of conflict, whether it's with your boss, your own parents, your partner, your neighbor. When you walk away with a terrible attitude, you walk away pouting, steaming, whispering not nice things under your breath, and really believing that you're right and they are wrong. Do you check your attitude in the moment and how it's impacting you and those around you? Checking your attitude is like giving yourself a spanking on your butt when you misbehave. Checking your attitude is important because you have learned that your attitude has an impact on your actions, and your actions determine your outcomes. AAO is a great acronym, Attitude, Action, Outcome. Have you noticed, though, that it's harder to check your attitude when your circumstance feels a little more challenging? You're not alone. It's no secret we are living in a time of inflation, wars, unrest. Most would label these moments as very challenging. Matter of fact, I think I saw a poll recently that said almost 70% of Americans feel stretched to their max. This is when we start focusing on our circumstances and we abort mission, abort that attitude that moves us forward, abort what has worked, abort following the process we created to achieving our goals. But when times are tough, stay the course. Stay disciplined in your action despite your circumstances. You can tweak your process, but don't just abort mission. Check your attitude more often to ensure it's supporting you instead of limiting you. It's like when you go on a diet, or instead of diet, let's just say you start to integrate more healthy foods into all your meals. You limited your alcohol intake and you do really well for months, and then something happens. Maybe a death in the family, you lost your job, or your friend is moving away to a new state. So to deal with these changes, you grab a few sweets, have a few drinks, skip your workout, and before you know it, these micro changes have become habit, and you are starting to watch all your hard work disappear from when you started. So you just abort your original mission to eat healthy and limit alcohol intake because it feels like you're starting over. Like all that hard work was for nothing. Times do get tough, and we may take a detour, but you do have a choice to jump back on the track. Don't abort mission even when it gets hard. Constantly check your attitude like you check your email. Is your attitude feel expansive or does it feel inhibiting? Especially when times are hard and those around you might be projecting an attitude of despair and donuts, keep chipping away at your mission. Use what we learned in COVID. Keep your distance. Don't catch their contagious attitude, because that contagious attitude keeps you stuck, keeps you as the victim, gives all the power away to your circumstances, and it gets you all funked up. But you know a lot about contagious things, don't you? You know that they eventually pass, and perhaps they show up again next season, but they are never really as powerful as the last one because each time you get stronger, your body develops immunity. These contagious sicknesses, they're a lot like our circumstances, very representative. Just like the contagious diseases or illnesses, hard times come and go, and we manage to get through them with the last one feeling a lot less powerful than the first. Through experience, our attitudes have become stronger. Thus, you have become more resilient. In tough times, check your attitude more often. Endure and break through, because just like illnesses, tough times eventually lose their grip. Stay the course. Keep showing up. It is true that you may need to change your approach as challenges pop up, but you're smart enough to tweak the process. For example, perhaps you're trying to become a subject matter expert, and prior to tough times, you were reading and studying for an hour a day. Well, now you need to pick a part-time job, and you can only get in 10 minutes a day. Do that. Give yourself the permission to tweak the process when hard times come at you, but don't abort your mission. You don't have to let your attitude mirror your circumstances. Keep your momentum going forward, even if you have to reduce your speed. How do you check your attitude? Check for symptoms, of course. Symptoms include constantly using pessimistic language, frequently complaining without seeking a solution, or you're just resistant to new ideas. You're unwilling to consider alternatives or feedback. You're lacking empathy, or you just have this persistent irritability where you're always reacting to situations with impatience, frustration, anger, and just creating a tense environment. If you exhibit any of these symptoms, it's perhaps time to talk dirty, baby. Give yourself a spank on the butt. Go to the mirror and get sassy with yourself, girl. Go ahead and remind yourself that you're a badass woman. Remind yourself that you have walked through fires much bigger than this little ember that you're going to crush with your feet. Give yourself that pep talk that will leave your negative attitude in shock. My dirty pep talks are not suited for this podcast, so you have to use your imagination. It's your choice to turn your attitude into a powerful force to be reckoned with. Your attitude is the only thing you have control over. Give that limiting attitude a verbal beatdown and declare that you're the boss. You're the CEO of your attitude, not your circumstances. The woman you are becoming needs that attitude. She needs you to step up and put your attitude in check. And as you navigate the intricate tapestry of your life, it's essential to recognize that each one of you is a unique work in progress. Well, I'm a work in progress. As I've followed and studied many influential people, the individuals who appear to have a bit more of life figured out than you share a common trait, a transformative attitude that propels them forward regardless of the circumstances. During challenging times when the winds of adversity blow fiercely, they would attest that the journey was just a meticulous game of inches. Every small step forward, every decision to maintain a positive attitude, a positive mindset, contributed to their resilience and eventual triumph over adversity. Conversely, in the moments of prosperity and joy, They acknowledge that success is often a game of feet, a dance of greater strides and expansive growth. These individuals understand the importance of not only weathering the storms, but also seizing the opportunities that come with brighter days. So as you embark on your own journey, do not be like my preteen daughter. Let your attitude shift with the circumstance or shift when your mom yells at you for a messy dressing room. Oh, I wish I had taken a picture. Anyway, remember the power of your attitude. It's your driving force in the game of life. May we all check our attitudes, inch forward during challenges, and take great strides in moments of abundance. For in the end, it is the attitude that shapes the trajectory of your progress and defines the masterpiece that is your life. So ladies, let's do this. Check your attitude. Talk dirty to yourself if you need to, and let's go.
Hello, ladies. My mom is not a doctor. She is not a psychologist, but she sure wants to motivate people. So this podcast is meant for motivational purposes only.
Before you go, Superwoman, I'd love it if you took a little action for me. Like subscribe to my podcast and leave a review. Also, share the episode with a friend. And as a thank you, hit up my website, unfunkyourmind.com. That's right, unfunkyourmind.com to grab free journal prompts. Okay, ladies, now is the time to go unfunk your mind. Play bigger and ask for more. Open the door to possibility and cancel playing small. So get up and go.